Hi there, and welcome to this episode of Consciousness Empowerment. Here we talk about consciousness, the law of attraction, and how to reach your fucking dreams. Whatever it is that you want in your life, I'm gonna help you get. Now you're probably thinking, how the fuck do you know? Because I went to prison. I didn't have no high school education. I visualized being in college. That was all I had. I had nothing else but my mind. I ended up going to UCLA, the University of California, Los Angeles, the best public school in the nation. At this point, because it changes, but it's been the #1 public university in the United States for a little while. And I got it full ride, paid. I had faith that it was gonna happen. I was reading the Bible. It always said, ask and it'll be given to you. I'm like, all right, I'm asking for this. And I'm doing good. I'm doing good for you. So that's a simple understanding if you read the full New Testament. It repeats that over and over and over again. Some things I just didn't understand, but let's go on to what we're gonna talk about. Scripting. Today we're gonna talk about scripting. I have my contacts on it. Sometimes they move around and then I can't see. Genevieve B. Wren, who was the only student of Thomas Troward, would script. So she would visualize what she wanted and she'll script. She wanted to manifest $20,000. This was a lot of money back in the early 1900s. And she followed the steps that Thomas Troward laid out. She would visualize counting $1,000 bills, 20 of them. And then she would visualize what she would do with it. Buy a train ticket, a ship ticket, right? She got a ticket for the ship. She was shopping in Europe because that's where Thomas Troward was living. And she was a student for Thomas Troward. She visualized this. And she used 2 quotes, and I'm going to share those 2 quotes and some other wisdom quotes to help you attain that fucking dream that you have, okay? Now, you gotta fucking study. So that's what we're doing. That's why you're here, studying, okay? The first quote she shares that helped her is instilling this quote into her subconscious mind to really be in touch with the universal mind. And we'll talk about that next. The quote is, "My mind is the center of divine operation. The divine operation is always for expansion and fuller expression. And this means the production of something beyond what has gone before. Something entirely fucking new." I put that fucking in there. "Not included in past experience, though proceeding out of it by an orderly sequence of growth. Therefore, since the divine cannot change its inherent nature, it must operate in the same manner in me. Consequently, in my special world, of which I am the center, it will move forward to produce new conditions, always in advance of any that have gone before." This helped her get in to the spirit or to the inherent quality of the universal mind. Because it says here what Thomas Troward wrote, the divine operation, the divine mind, is always for expansion and fuller expression. And this means the production of something beyond what has gone before. The production of something beyond what has gone before. So something new, you have to produce and create something that expands you, expands your knowledge, your money, the type of expression that you can have, like more joy. She was looking for contentment. That's where she found Thomas Troward. She wanted more contentment. She was depressed. She had just become a widow for a few years. Life wasn't looking too good, even though it seemed like she should be good. She had money coming in where she can live off of, but she was not happy. So that's how she was attracted to this information. That's what she wanted to learn with Thomas Troward, and she visualized it, scripted it, and it came to pass. Now, when you're scripting, you write it in present tense, because everything that you have in the mind, in the universal mind, your subconscious mind, is now. Because consciousness doesn't live only on the physical realm. it is in the non-physical. There is no time in the non-physical, because time is only with objects. Near, here to here is 2 seconds. Here to New York is 4 weeks or whatever if I walk or something like that, right? And I'm in California. So consciousness, your awareness of being, your spiritual self, is immortal. It cannot be destroyed. And we use our thoughts and our feelings to attract things. That's where the law of attraction comes in. Let's look at the second quote she used. I'm gonna cut it shorter. I'm gonna put the whole quote in the description below. In the description below. And here it is. This is where she understood how to take the next steps. To get good results, we must properly understand our relation to the great impersonal power we are using. See, understand our relation, our connection. How do we connect with it? How do we get in line with it? Okay. It is intelligent and we are intelligent, and the two intelligences must cooperate. We must not fly in the face of the law by expecting it to do for us what it could only do through us. And we must therefore use our intelligence with the knowledge that it is acting as an instrument of a greater intelligence. And because we have this knowledge, we may and should cease from all anxiety as to the final result. In actual practice, we must first form the ideal conception of our object with the definite intention of impressing it upon the universal mind. It is this intention which takes such thought out of the region of mere casual fancies, and then affirm that our knowledge of the law is sufficient reason for a calm expectation of a corresponding result, and that therefore all necessary conditions will come to us in due order. So if we understand the laws and we're in alignment with the universal mind, the steps are either here already or will soon come into view, and then we need to take those steps calmly in order to manifest it. So we gotta take the steps. That's why the steps are fucking important. A lot of people don't understand the law of attraction because they say, oh, I just think about it and it comes. Like, no, motherfucker, you have to work. And here's a quote that's fucking helping me, and I'm instilling it into my mind, from Wes Watson. I'm gonna put it down here again because I put it in here before, and that is, the man who has more pride in the steps taken to obtain the result than the result itself can never be stopped. If you take pride in the steps and you keep on taking those steps, you're prideful of those steps more than when you get the result. There's an emphasis on the steps, and you will take the steps because you're not worried or concerned about the result. You've let go of it. You're in the moment, taking that step. You're present. You're not anxious. That's what Thomas Troward says. Don't be anxious. You see a step move that way? Take the calm, cheerful expectancy of the result, and take that step. Now, before I let you go, I'm going to read a little bit of my notes. I wrote something here. You're going to love it because it's paraphrasing a little bit of the quote we just read right now. That is, to be a center where the laws can operate, you must be in alignment with the universal mind, okay? And to be in alignment with the universal mind, that means you have to be going for more, the production of more, okay? The production of more. Allow people to have more. If you know something, you know how to get in shape, you know how to write, you know the knowledge of the universe, share it so people can have more. and you yourself get more. But I say share it because that's love, and ask for nothing in return. Because when you give something for somebody's growth, that's love in itself. But if you give something for somebody's growth, but to take, it's a transaction. It's okay to help people and charge them, but don't forget the giving. The giving. That's why I show up here every day, because I'm giving. I'm giving. Okay? You don't have to pay to listen to this, but you're listening to it because you know there's a connection here. There's a higher power here. All this information, if you take a look at it, makes fucking logical sense. So go for more. Remember the principles to be in alignment with the universal mind. The inherent principles are life, which is the production of more, and life and beauty. Love and beauty. Life, love, and beauty. Love and beauty is a part of life, because if you're expanding and you're giving to others, you're loving. And life, in its expansion, is beauty, because life and growth is happiness. Happiness is harmony. Harmony is order. Order is proportion, being proportionate. That translates into beauty. So I'm going to end this with the quote right here. My mind is the center of divine operation. The divine operation is always for expansion and fuller expression. And this means the production of something beyond what has gone before. Something entirely new, not included in the past experience, though proceeding out of it by an orderly sequence of growth. I really wanted to cuss it there somewhere, but it didn't come out. Remember, script it, write it in the present tense, and remember to be in line with the universe. Embed these two quotes that Genevieve B read, embedded in herself, into yourself as well. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing here as I share it. Is getting embedded into my mind. So I encourage you to share it as well. Until next time, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want more resources, check the description below. Blah. Until next time, peace.